you doing tonight? You already know it's Mr. Hood Love Mikey B, Hood Love TV, where you live, love, and learn. Um, Today I'll be reacting to why black protesters are missing from LA's immigration uprising, as well as Trump deploys Marines to stop the riots in LA. You know, he already deployed the National Guard. Now he has added, Marines. So that's what I'll be reacting to today. Um, I have seen a lot of people. Oh, Henny, what up? Salute. I have seen a lot of people, specifically, specifically, black people talking about why they are not getting involved with these LA protests and everything. What I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna let these people speak for themselves, and we're gonna break it down. I give you my opinion on everything I see because here at Hood Love TV, if I had the same opinion as everybody else, then I wouldn't even make these videos. I know I'll tell you for a fact that what you will hear in this video tonight is not something that you will hear anywhere else on YouTube or probably not on TV anywhere at all. So be ready for that. Yo, salute, yo, wax dog, salute. So, yo, salute to everybody pulling up in the building. Hit the like button on the way in. Get us in the algorithm. Get us lit. Let's get it. So here goes some YouTubers. So I just put, like, as y'all can see in this phone, in my phone, I just put, why won't black people protest? And it automatically went to, this immigration battle that we got going on in LA right now.
With that being said,
so here's one young woman.
I just want to add this to the conversation because I think that there is a lot of black people that they're forgetting because the strong left is trying to make it seem like we're just this one demographic of multiple nations that are fighting for our rights that are being stripped away and that we need to support each other and back each other. Okay. Hispanics don't like black people, bro. They don't give a damn about us. And just so we can note this, everybody be scared of us for whatever fucking reason, as if we're the ones, even when we do protest, that be tearing up shit, looting, and doing the most.
Excuse me for the curses. Let me get you another one. So she said, basically, Hispanics don't like black people. I want to hear specifically why black people aren't.
At the exact same time, he was rather strong with his words. Now, back to the whole protesting thing. When it comes down to protesting, Malcolm X alone, he was the exact same thing that I feel. He is a firm believer of nothing if you look when it comes down to protesting. So, in retrospect, I am not a peaceful protester. And my grandma has always told me, if you don't have anything nice to say, you don't say anything at all. Correct? Okay. So I just took what she taught me and put it in my own terms. And I said, and I quote, if I have nothing nice to do at these protests, I'm keeping my black ass home.
So we see why she's staying home. She's a follower of Malcolm X. Malcolm X wasn't really with the protesting thing. And her grandmom said, if you don't got nothing good to say, and she knows she wouldn't be doing no good if she went to the protest, so that's why she's not protesting. Gina Chris, salute. I love all my peoples too, and we're gonna get into that tonight as well, because this whole thing is heavy on racism, heavy on class war. This is what we got going on right now. You see what I'm saying? But I love all my people too. Let me pin that. Let me pin that, G up, Quinn. That's a great message. You know what I mean? I love all my peoples, bro. I love you, bro. I love my peoples. God bless all of us. You know what I'm saying? And I don't agree with these. Like I said, I don't agree with this. You know, it's not something that I agree with. I hate to see families and hardworking people, you know, families being broken up, hardworking people being shipped out of this country of any complexion, of any hue. They doing the right thing. They shouldn't have any problems here in America. You know, that's why I told y'all earlier, and I showed y'all earlier that it's a bigger thing that we're facing, and I'm gonna show you that again tonight. I'm gonna show you that again tonight. That it's a bigger thing that we are facing here, right?
Why didn't Black people show up to protest? So this was a question I received in my inbox, and I want to address it. And I'll give a little bit of a history lesson, but also I want to be careful in the way that I articulate it because I don't want to be offensive, but I also need to be very blunt. Black people don't matter, not to law enforcement, not to this administration. The police force was created. Its initial inception was done to chase down Black people, enslaved Black people who escaped. They wrote laws and legislation. They said Black people had a mental illness that made them want to escape slavery. They classified it as a mental illness, something wrong with our brains. And even as recent as this March, we saw tons of action, peaceful, nonviolent action that was still met with scores of police officers and dogs, and we were housed down in the streets. We were beat with batons. Our bodies did not matter.
I'm gonna be more specific because we getting just like everything. Immigrants in Los Angeles.
So many Black people at these protests is because that's what Donald Trump wants. Okay, Donald Trump wants us to be the front line, to be beaten on, and things of that nature. And the fact that you guys have not acknowledged that, you're looking behind for Black people, and you've never sat down and said, "Well, why aren't Black people jumping to the front of the line during these protests?" I made a video after Kamala Harris lost that illustrated that Black people are tired. We are tired. We're exhausted. And so we decided to take a different approach. We decided to be on the front lines. We decided to be the ones that.
So salute, Smitty. So that's
What's the
another good
deal?
thing.
What's
But
the deal?
we got some
Salute to
more people
everybody
we're
in the
gonna bring up.
building.
Yo, salute, bro. You a lot going on TV in the building, bro. Salute, man.
Salute. Hood Love TV. You already know. You already know. What's
Why
going
aren't I don't see no Black people in these riots? They not throwing rocks, they not looting, they not protesting. What's going on in LA? Why are Black people not protesting with the immigrants over there in this big protest slash riots over there that's going on in LA? Why is it not happening?
I'm to be clear, I'm not sure, man. And um I really feel some
I'm
I really
sure.
feel I
I'm
really
sure. When I give my opinion, I'm gonna show you. I'm sure. Go
I
ahead, bro.
really feel I mean I feel a way that they not stepping up for these people as well because when shit happen to us, it be you know, other.
I think Hispanics. I think Hispanics will add some of those protests. If I'm not mistaken, probably not too many, but I think a few. I think so. I don't know. I mean,
They stood up. They
I
stood
don't
up.
think.
Black.
I don't think in the '60s though. In the '60s, I don't think they definitely wasn't there in the '60s. I know you had some Hispanics, but I don't know about Mexican. I don't know about that. I never seen like a good. I never seen that. I don't know. I know you had a few that was down with the movement, but as a unit, they did. They definitely didn't come to the aid of Black people during the civil rights movement. I don't. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I don't see. I know they had a few. I know it was a few there, but I'm not even correlating personally. I'm not correlating. I don't think specifically what's going on in California and LA right now I don't think that's the reason why that black people are not protesting with the immigrants. I'm gonna give you my perspective, right?
Go ahead.
My perspective is this. They strategic. California has the most immigrants, right?
Right.
They have the most immigrants, second to, I think New York is second, and I think maybe Texas is third. California is number one. They have the most immigrants. But the reason why, also with that, I think that's why they chose them. But also, you got to remember the relationship between blacks, whites, and Hispanics, Mexicans in California is so bad.
Very bad.
They're so bad. So I think they strategically chose California first because the relation between black people and Mexicans is all bad.
Right.
So I think they chose there first because they knew that black people would not come to the aid. Those black people, they are in war. They are at war in prison, and I think on the streets too, with a lot of these
Absolutely.
different,
They
with a
are.
lot of these different gangs, the Mexican mafia, and all that stuff. I think that's why you don't see black people protesting, and I think they're using that as a banner. So now when we ship this around the country, the first thing they see is no black people protesting, so black people around America won't get behind it.
Right.
I think that was strategically they playing chess. You got to think.
That's no, that's smart. That's smart that you said that. That's very, very,
And
that's a
yo, I'm
very
telling
way.
you, Smitty, yo, my mind, the way my mind works, bro. I don't talk. I know what I say up here. What we say up here, Hood Love TV, a lot going on TV. They're not
Right.
saying it nowhere on the internet.
That's a fact.
But they
That's a fact.
strategically started in California. Strategically started in California because the relationships are so bad between blacks and Hispanics, and they knew for a fact they have no connections. Probably the groups don't got connections. The nonprofit organizations probably don't have any connections, and they knew that they wasn't going to come to the aid of those Mexicans, and that's why they started there.
I could go for that. I definitely could go for that. The way you broke that down. You feel
New
what I'm
York,
saying? But
if they came to New York with that, New York would have been out there. Blacks would have been out there.
that's a
Blacks,
fact.
whites, Jews. You would have had all kind of Asians. I think they started New York, but they started there for that reason because they so isolated. And let me tell you something.
Salute to everybody in the building, man. You already know Hood Love TV is a
Salute.
lot going on, man. Great topic going on, man. Hit that like button. Don't be scared to hit that like button. It's free, man. It's free.
Right.
You're new to
Check
the
it out.
channel, hit that subscribe button, man. Notification bell so you know when we live, man. Peace.
Right. But so I think they started it there for that reason because a lot of you got to remember in the culture, a lot of these conflicts in prison is pushed by what? The authorities. The COs push the beefs. A
Right.
lot of these cultures that's made in jail and that's perpetuated and kept a certain way with housing, you over here, these people over there, that's all controlled by the government, bro. They know exactly what they're doing when they don't put people together and when they put people together, bro.
Right.
When they arm certain people, when they disarm certain people, they can give you the power. They can let you win. They can make you win these wars in these prisons, bro.
But you
So
think it's gonna go? You think that every state, if they do that in every state, blacks is not gonna follow up? I just can't see blacks not. It's I just see that in California though, bro.
but like I said, like I'm telling you, what people see is a big thing.
Right. I agree with
Nobody
that
is
too.
nobody is really no black people out there. And then you look at TikTok, you go down the timeline of people that's not in TikTok, you go down Instagram, black people are saying, yo, I seen a black sister that said she's gonna help the immigrants, but she's not gonna put her black body at risk because Hispanics were so racist to her. That's her experience. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's her. I think we need to be united, and we all, as a people, what's wrong for people, we should need to stand together. Personally, I
Period.
personally believe we need to stand together as one people. Because guess what? I'm a son of an immigrant. My father was born in Jamaica and came here, got a citizenship and, did the right thing and worked. So I understand the plight of some of these people, bro. My mother's from America, but my father's from Jamaica.
Right.
So, but I think as a people, we should be standing together with, anybody that's being wronged, then we should stand up together and help each other out. That's
I
that.
agree that.
That's that. You see what I'm saying? That's how I feel. You know what I mean? But the relationship is so bad in LA, California, with Mexicans and the black
And black.
people
Facts.
that they are not. You trying to kill me when I wake up and I gotta worry about you in prison. I gotta worry about you in the streets. What
Gotta
I
worry
look like
about you
coming over
every
there?
day.
Yeah, what I gotta come and worry about coming over there protesting with you? I mean, that's just my perspective. That's what I see. I think it was a strategic start of that because they knew you got to remember it's not just it's the images of what you're seeing now.
Right.
Once you see your peoples out there getting beat, it's gonna galvanize you to move. Like yo, they beating kids. You're gonna want women. They're gonna want to go out and protest. Black people gonna want to when you see people getting beat. Rodney King in '92, we rioted. We had a riot on Jamaica Avenue, Queens. I don't know who else rioted in New York or what else happened. I know those riots went around America from California, you know? And I think that's another reason too, because Trump was around for 1992, Rodney King. I think he's trying to reinvent that. He wants it to be anarchy. Trump wants it to be crazy, bro.
Right.
Because he can push his agendas, he can send out his troops. He followed up the National Guard with Marines. He
Yeah,
sent
that
more.
that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy right there, yo. Like he's going kind of too far with that. And the brother east side of town said, how do you help people who snuck in the country when your family did it the right way? I'm lost on that logic. I mean, yo, bro, listen, it's a lot of our family that's out here illegal right now. We know that. So what's the difference, bro? You
Yo,
understand?
Mike,
Of
run
them
that
coming to
up.
get your family. Or yo, I'm quite sure everybody got somebody in their family, you know what I mean, over here right now running around illegal, man. One of
Right,
us. Come on, bro. Stop it, bro. One
right.
of us, bro. You understand? This, you know what I mean? Like, we got to stop it, man. You know what I mean? That's why. That's why we should all be standing up for these people and holding them down. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like that. I really feel like that. I feel like the blacks should be up on the line with them too. They are
Check it
people
out.
too. They're the oppressed. It's just that, it's not, you know what I feel like? Black people feel like if it ain't aligned with what they got going on, then fuck it. You feel what I'm saying? Just fuck it. If there's nothing aligned with
Just try to
us,
refrain from cursing a little bit, bro.
oh yeah, excuse me. Palm me. Palm me too. But you understand what I'm saying? Whatever they got aligned, if it ain't aligned with them, they ain't with it, man. They not with it. They not, man. They not trying to help nobody out but themselves. You understand what I'm saying? And they can't even help themselves out. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real, bro. You understand? They know they could do something. They know they could stop that. You know what I mean? They know if we step up all around the world and start pushing the line with them, something is gonna come about. Something is gonna come about. But like you said, they would start in somewhere in California where they know it's separation out there. You understand? Because that's how the government part with us. You feel what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, man. Yeah.
Yo, salute to everybody pulling up. Hit the like button on the way in. Yo, I see Stray Godzilla, Grown Man Business, Goldie Hendrix. Who else here? I see Rex. Who else? How was that crazy? They're illegally in the country, bro. Yo, listen, some people is illegal, but some people ain't.
Facts.
I don't know. They sending out people that's not illegal. They ain't sending out everybody that's illegal. Some people is, and some people trying to do the right thing, going to court, doing the right things, and they still taking them and throwing them out. So I don't know.
Right.
I know a lot of people is illegal, but I think they just take it and they said they was taking criminals, not just illegal, but illegal criminals. They said they were taking
Yeah,
these
take
people.
them.
The
Take them. I'm
people that
not
they
I'm not
take it
mad at that.
is hard working. They taking hard working people out of here too. They taking mothers, they taking families, they taking people that never committed a crime in their country or in America. So that's not true. That's not just we can't just paint it as all right, they're illegal, and but they're taking the proper steps to become legal.
I'm not in agreement with anybody that's doing the right thing. You know what I mean? Being taken away from, especially if they out here working hard, working class citizens. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. We can't. We gotta stop letting our government just do anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the times that you know these big groups out there supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down, bro.
Yo, Southside Tony said terrible advice. Black Americans should not protest for illegals. Yo, listen. Hey, yo, you got your opinion. Everybody got their own opinions. You know what I'm saying? Um, I understand what you're saying, not protesting for illegals. It's like an oxymoron. Like, how am I even protesting for an illegal? But them Europeans, when they came to this country, they wasn't illegal. The Native Americans helped them. Yo, grown man TV said you can't be doing the right thing and be illegal here, bro. I mean, I understand that. I understand that. I mean, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Um. So wait a minute. So hold on. So the
He
chat.
said
Hold
that's
on.
cap. You heard East Side of Town?
Yo,
He
check it
said,
out.
yo, he said, stop it, bro. That's cap.
Yo, check it
Come
out. Check
on,
it out.
East
Hold
Side
on.
of Town.
So hold on. Let me see the chat that I got here. Put a one in the chat if you just want to see all illegal immigrants removed from America. Put a one in the chat if you want to see all illegal immigrants, if they're criminals or not, removed from America. Put a two if you don't. You only want to see criminals and the right people to deport it. You want the other people to get their citizenship. Put a one if you want to just see all immigrants. That's crazy.
That's crazy, son. They wilding on the immigrants, son.
Hey yo, y'all is wild, bro. America is
So none of
crazy,
so
bro.
none of y'all come from Haiti, none of y'all come from Panama, none of y'all Jamaican, got nothing in y'all family. What's
That's what
going
I'm
on?
saying. Cuba, y'all ain't from Cuba. Y'all not from. Y'all
That's
is wild.
wild, son.
Y'all is wild.
That's wild right there.
Y'all is crazy, bro. America is crazy, bro. You heard?
That's crazy right there, bro.
Well,
No
grown man
love.
business TV show. He want him up out of here too.
Y'all ain't gonna be satisfied till they getting y'all up out of here.
Southside Tony said NBA all day.
No, thank you.
Criminals only. Straight guys that said criminals only. touch SWM said I'm American. Dirty Baisley baby. Y'all is wild. Y'all is wild. That's why Trump is wilding because of y'all right now. Y'all voted for Trump. Trump is wilding right now because of y'all. He wilding for y'all. You heard y'all told Trump to go wilding up. He's wilding everything up, bro. Because of y'all, man. Y'all got Trump wilding out here, you heard? Oh man, y'all crazy, you heard?
Wow, right there. Dudes don't even want the peoples to get an
Yo, check it out.
opportunity.
Yo, Renegade Society Productions said, I believe people not fighting for them due to them being able to come here to get loans and help that we couldn't get. This is a spinoff from when they were letting them in for votes, getting them depths. They need to go. Just saying. Yo, they crazy, you heard? The government will throw anything poor in the case. It don't matter color. That's facts. What are the bankers
That's
doing?
wild.
It's uppity
That's
stuff that's
wild.
coming.
That's why immigrants get no love, bro. That's nuts right there,
Y'all wild.
bro.
Y'all wild on the immigrants, bro.
Wilding on
Y'all
the
wild on
immigrants.
the
That's
immigrants,
nuts,
bro.
bro.
They wild.
So if
I
they
ain't think.
so
I ain't think they would have wild the immigrants up like that, bro.
but nobody got nobody in their family from different countries right now with without a car. This is what I want to know. Y'all wilding on what's the so nobody got family out
Yo,
there from a different country.
East side of town said, nah, I guess they FBA Puerto Ricans. I don't know what's going on in the chat. They tripping. Well, check it out. Look, remember when you used to call us Yankees? Now you want to be the Yankee now. You heard?
Wow.
East side of town, they want to be the Yankees now. You heard?
Wow. Dude's is going in right now.
Yo, Touch SWM said, ninjas was voting for a prosecutor and Trump is out here freeing niggas.
Yo, dudes is wild.
And he right about that though. Kamala Harris was definitely a prosecutor. Yeah.
That's wild.
Let me say something. Before Trump became a Republican, Trump used to be on the mixtapes with Clue and them, can impeach the president before he was the president. They loved Trump. Trump was a part of the hood. I ain't going front. Before Trump started getting into politics and turned a Republican and got on his racist to get his votes up, Trump used to be for the hood, bro. Trump used to be with Mike Tyson. Trump was with all the hip hop dudes on mixtapes. He was talking on mixtapes. They love Trump in the hood. I ain't going front. They love Trump. Mad, if we Google how many times rappers shouted out Trump back in the days, you know how many in the 90s, how many dudes shouted out Trump?
Facts. They did. You ain't lying about that.
A lot of rappers. That's what I'm saying, y'all. From Jamaican Queen, Trump. Trump been a part of hip hop culture. That's real talk. I mean, that's facts. That's just facts, y'all. My question is why y'all don't want to go back to your country. The money's in America. We sent what they do. My grandmother sent money back to the countries. You heard? Farewell. Just saying. Yo, y'all tripping. Yo, y'all, this is bad, man. Them people is really going through. They breaking up families, man. So wait a minute. So what y'all think about the protesting that's going on over there? They're over there throwing rocks at the police, throwing rocks at every federal car. I don't think that's gonna help the cause. I ain't gonna lie. That right there, they gonna be in that jail they got. I don't know what the name. I don't even know that jail is so ill. It don't got no name. It was just like an unknown spot. You go in here, the worst criminals. Those
That's
people that
crazy.
throwing them rocks, when they catch them, they going right there. You heard? I'm telling you, this ain't the time to be throwing rocks at the government. You heard? I'm just being honest. You heard? This ain't the time right now. You trying to get legal? You trying to stay in America? This is not the time to be throwing rocks at the FBI cars. You heard? I'm just being honest, bro. Trump was in Cold Crush video. I think, and let me tell you something. Trump said they was paid protesters. You think people getting paid to protest? Smith?
I told you that earlier. How you doing? I told you
You
that
think they getting
earlier.
paid? You think they getting paid?
I told you this earlier. I told you this was paid for by the government already, man. Like what yo, first of all, if you're a legal
You think the
immigrant, you
government?
ain't gonna be outside. Listen, if you're a legal immigrant, you ain't gonna be outside throwing no rocks at no police car. You in the cut. You understand what I'm saying? You in a hole somewhere, bro. You bugging.
Hey, yo, look. Grown man TV said they waving Mexican flags, but they don't want to go home. They wilding. Yo, look. Just saying.
Oh,
Why
everybody
would
in
I
the open though,
protest?
right?
Yo, look what Just saying. What you said? What you said, bro?
Everybody out in the open. They just showing their face out in the open, but they running from ICE. Come on, bro. That don't even let's do the knowledge on that. Let's be smart about this, man. Like for real, man. Those people right there are crisis actors, man. Them dudes get paid for stuff like that to come out there and ruin them cars. Those are old cars. They already know they gonna those cars are insured. You understand what I'm saying? They could be replaced. They don't care about them cars. Come on, we know that.
Yo,
Stop
check
it.
it out. They said, Just saying said, why would I protest for somebody that's possibly committed heinous crimes in their country? That's a good question. That's a good question. You know, I seen some guys that did some horrible things get locked up and get deported back. I mean, they could have been capped. That could have been propaganda. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know who those people were. But they
Right.
said them people did some nasty thing to women. I seen some dudes like they was catching, and they was saying them dudes was doing some nasty stuff out there in the streets. I ain't gonna front. I don't know if it's
Right.
true. I don't know what's true and what's false. You know what I mean?
But that's probably to get them brothers out the spot, bro. We know how that go, bro. We know how they be working, bro. Throwing dirt. Everybody that came over here that snuck through them.
Shane, what up? Big Queens in the building.
Yo,
Good, bro.
Shaheem, salute. Everybody that came to Wax Dog, salute. East side of town. Everybody in the building. Mike Velez, man. Y'all already know. Touch SMM. G'd up Quinn. Peace to all y'all brothers, man. Peace. But what I was about to say is yeah, man. These people, man, we know what's going on, man. We know, man. We know, man. You know what I mean?
G'd up Quinn just said they should make a country for racists.
We need
They
to.
won't stand up. That's right. That's true. Just saying, people don't stand up for their fellow Americans, but they have all the compassion for people that don't belong here. So some of this is facts. You know what I mean?
Yo, but everybody ain't bad, bro. Everybody that snuck through, like I was saying, through through the walls or wherever, however they got over here, man. All of them not bad, bro. Some of the people out there working, I see people running off of job sites. It's not like they out there harming people. You feel what I'm saying? So come on, bro. You know what I mean? I just don't get it.
Southside Tony should be in the country for racists. What you talking about? Yo, listen, I ain't gonna front. All them dudes that was talking about, you know, they was repping. And where's all these jail story crazy dudes that be on the internet? They should be on the front line. You wanted a war, you know, you was going for your people. Where y'all at? Where the Pistol Pete's at and all these dudes that be talking all this racist crap? They don't want to fight them cowboys, you're. Go fight them cowboys. You fight them cowboys, you're. They let them cowboys slap them in the head, go in their butt. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about them cowboys, you heard? Me and you, they gonna smoke us fast, you heard? They gonna spank us quick. Yeah, I had to spank Smitty and Mikey being all of them, you heard?
The word of mother shine,
Them
spank
cowboys,
Mikey,
I had to spank Mikey and Smitty and all of them. Them dudes,
spank all of them.
I caught them lacking. I caught Smitty and Mikey lacking.
Lacking on the side,
Belt to butt.
belted easy.
Belt to
Come on.
booty.
You
You heard?
heard up. You know
See
how
them
that go.
cowboys, dudes start throwing weapons, running, giving up. I surrender, God, go ahead. You slapped up. Bunch of suckers. You're suckers, bro. That's suckers. That's suckers, bro. This is the time. This
This
is
the
the time.
time to go up. This is what
Where
I'm
the Che
saying.
Guevara's at? We need Che back. We're Fidel Castro. We need them. R.I.P. to them brothers. I respect it. And I'm not saying, I'm not playing no game with their name. I'm talking about the next generation of the Fidel Castros and the Che Guevara's. Where they at? Y'all talked about all this stabbing people and doing all this stuff to people and how tough y'all is. This is the time to be tough. They dragging your kids and throwing your cousins away and your mother and your grandmother. Step up. This is the time to step up. All that gangster shit y'all was talking, where that's at now. I'm just being honest. I'm being honest, bro. I'm being honest, bro. This is the time to get in the front line. Let's hear these war stories.
Nah, that's real
Let's hear
talk,
these
though,
war
son.
stories.
That's real talk because when it come to us,
Game,
when it
bro.
come to us, they say the same thing. Oh, why y'all not doing this? Why y'all not doing that? Y'all the same reason y'all not doing it. The same reason y'all not doing it.
Word up. And let me tell you something. Everybody has the right to feel like they want to feel. If they want to protest, if they want to do something, that's on them. Everybody got that right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And let me say, and you shouldn't feel no type of way if you black or you brown or you whatever, and somebody else. I seen a Colombian family. I was just told my wife today, I wish I had the video. They asked that dude, they said, yo, man, why you got that Trump shirt on? He was Colombian. He said, what, Trump? He said, Trump is family. I swear. I'm about to Google it. The Colombian dude said Trump is family. He said, what? No, Trump is family. Trump is making protecting America. Straight Colombian, you heard? Like, I ain't with that. We not on that, you heard?
Right. I'm a citizen.
Trump, he said Trump is family. I'm about to Google it, you heard? Watch this. Watch me do it. Watch me. Go,
Some
go,
feel
go.
that way. So I think some Hispanics feel Latino, some of the Latino community feel like, yo, bro, y'all making it bad for us now. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all putting heat on us. Go back to your country. But I don't think it should be that way, because the same way y'all got in here, y'all should at least help them get back in here. The people that is doing right, y'all should embrace them. You feel what I'm saying? Don't turn your other cheek. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard enough. It's hard enough for these people in their country. We all know that. We know that. It's not no easy walk in the park in some of these countries, Brazil, Mexico. You understand? They coming for what they see on TV, a better life. That white picket fence. You understand? And these people are hardworking people. Mexican, Hispanic people are hardworking people, man. They are very hardworking people, dedicated people, man. You understand? They are strong, cultured people, man. You understand what I'm
Right,
saying? It's bad. It's bad seeds in all cultures. It's
right,
bad seeds in all walks of life. You understand? Whether it's black, white, green, I don't care what color you are. It's bad in all walks of life. You understand? But
right.
every Hispanic is not bad. And that's what they trying to make it seem like every last one of them Hispanics that came over here is just terrible or terrorists. Nah, we not jacking that. I'm not jacking that. I'm not going for that. I don't care what y'all say in the chat, how y'all feel in the chat. This is how I feel personally. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what Mikey B is saying. That shit don't mean, excuse me, I didn't mean to curse. I don't care what y'all saying. This is how I feel. I feel
Right.
they
Ain't nothing
deserve a
wrong with that.
chance.
Ain't nothing
I
wrong with
feel,
that.
yeah, I feel they deserve a chance, bro. Every last one of us. Hey, yo, bro, the majority of the black people in this country, family is from an island. Illegal. People got at least one or two people illegal walking through their crib. Come on, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you
It's
talking about? I ain't going for that, bro. What are you talking about? They just do anything with us, bro. And we sit down and as black people, you know what I mean? We want everybody else to step up for us and protest. Yo, why they not protest? Why they not saying that? But when shit happened to them, we never step up for no other community. You understand what I'm saying? It be people that be pushing the line with us. It be people that push the line with us. And we don't give that in return, bro, because they don't be aligned with our cause or just because they're not oppressing us at the time. It's all good.
what
It's
they do
all
to
good.
what they do to me in the morning, they're gonna do to you at night.
Come on. Come on. Us as people, we just got to get in tune with us as people, bro, as oppressed people. You understand what
Right,
I'm saying? As
right,
oppressed people.
right,
That's what I'm talking about, Mikey. Fuck all that, bro. Our people is being oppressed out there, bro. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Them people
right.
deserve a chance just like everybody else. Why use them, bring them over here, get their votes, use them, and then treat them like this? Just like they treated, the only thing they not doing is killing them and putting them on ropes and hanging them.
But let me tell you something. If they send them to certain places in certain areas, then you might as well have did that over here because they might, if you send them to the wrong country, it might be lit. It might be on site. You don't know what these people did wherever they went or whatever they did.
Hey, yo, grown man business at Smitty. That's cat.
Yo, Pyrex, Liddy, what up?
Yo, grown man business. Yo, Smitty, that's cat. Yo, Pyrex, what's the deal, bro? Salute. Word up. Yo, I love
Yes,
the chat. The chat don't be having nothing. They be like, yo, son, stop playing me, son.
they going in. They bombing you, but nah, you right though. You gotta, you
I'm
gotta come.
talking the real. This, y'all know I'm talking the real, bro. You
Ain't nothing
know
wrong
that.
with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with what you saying. I'm just saying. Everything ain't gonna be, everybody ain't gonna agree on everything. We ain't gonna have the same views on everything. It's like that. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
I'm talking
Pyrex Snitty, he said your man up here, Captain, don't get the delusional. They don't get on the front line with us. What do you mean? What do you mean? So you telling me Hispanics has never got on the front line with us?
Yo, text me the link real quick. You could send me the link?
Hispanics never got on the front line with us. I don't know where you from. In New York, they riding with us. I don't know where you from. But in New York, when we protest, we all protest. They consider themselves black. You understand? They consider themselves the N-word. Yeah, they use it very strongly where I'm from. Yes. And we'll fight about it.
They said open your doors to them. You have so much compassion.
I ain't got no. What's the problem? I would if I could. I would if I could. What are you talking about? Just because your town, your side of town, and Boston or wherever you from, Pyrex Nitty, you feel what I'm saying? They don't get along with the town. You say, that ain't my fault. You feel what I'm saying? Get your community right. Come on, B.
Mike
Yeah.
Velez said the Mexicans is wild racists.
Yeah, they are. It's black and black people are too. It's a lot of black people that move like that too. Everybody move like this. It's bad seeds in everywhere, bro. Come on.
That's true.
Come on, bro. You don't got a
That's
friend
true.
that's Haitian? I'm quite sure he's illegal right now. You don't got a Jamaican friend over here? A person from Barbados, Trinidad, Guyanese? I'm quite sure they're illegal. Quite sure they slipped up in this country. Come on, bro. Dudes be talking ignorant, bro. You understand? That's why we never get nowhere as people. We never get nowhere as people. Keep talking like that.
Right. Still there, Smitty? I'm good.
He said, "Stop it. You know that ain't no Latins I'm referring to, and that ain't who over there protest. So who over there protesting? Who over there protesting? Let me know." He said, "You ain't been home in a minute." Yo, he's out of town as well. He said, "You ain't been home in a minute, Smitty." Wow. He said, "You ain't been home in a minute." Mexicans at NYC don't say ninja. They mono, they monos, monkeys in Spanish. Yo, he crazy. He wilding, bro.
Yeah, they were. All Mexicans is over there protesting, they said.
Yo, listen. Just because the Mexicans in Mexico feel a certain way about me, don't mean I gotta feel a certain way about the Mexicans in America. I grew up with Mexican friends, eating tacos and good salsa and all that, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like, come on, son. I grew up with Panamanians, all types of Latino brothers, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and all that. You know, come on, bro. Like, yeah, man. You know, certain people gonna have certain ways they feel about black people, but not all Mexicans feel that way, bro.
He said, "Ain't no PRs over there. ain't no Puerto Ricans in California." Crazy. The chat is wild. Yo, the chat is wild. Y'all crazy, man. I don't even know.
Hey, yo, east side of town, stop it, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Stop it, because you uptown hanging with a bunch of Puerto Ricans. Stop it, bro.
Mike
Your whole
Velez said,
side, the whole east side is Latino. Shut up. You sound stupid.
"Who you talking
Go
to?"
to bed. Go to bed, east side of town. You sound stupid. The whole east side is Latino. Go to bed. Go lay down. Put some covers on. Put some covers over your head.
Southside Tony said the
Yeah,
essay to
he
make you
always trying to make a joke out of something and all that. And you sound stupid up here, bro. Like, come on. The whole east side is Latino. Damn, they're all them illegal. What are you
Mike
talking about?
Velez said he did Fed time. Bro, every single Mexican in the feds is racist. Dead serious. It's different in the feds. I heard about it, you heard?
Come on, son, touch SMM. Come on, let's be real. The east side of town just be up here talking and just running his mouth all day in the chat. Stop it, bro. Go sit down, bro.
They said the essays to eat your food.
They probably would have. They probably would have. They probably would have. The essays probably would have came through, chopped machetes, everything.
They
Yeah.
okay.
I'm just saying, yo, Mikey, I'm not saying every last one of these dudes should be accepted or brought in or let them come in. The ones that's doing right, like some of our relatives that came from different countries and came over here and blood, sweat, and tears built this America, they should stay. The
Yo,
other ones,
go ahead, bro.
the ones that's not, they should go. Plain and simple. That's
You
it.
see
I'm
what?
not trying to save every illegal immigrant that come out. No, I'm not. The ones that's doing good, the ones that's really out here to live a life, you understand, and not cause no controversy, let them stay. I put my fist up for them, bro. I put my fist up for them, bro. Come on.
Yo, just saying, said Smitty, respectfully, you lost and never protested.
I read that. I didn't want to say nothing. Just saying is getting at me crazy. I love him. I love him.
I protested before. I
he,
protested.
he is getting at me. I'm just laughing at him. He just
Yo, check it out.
inside I was laughing.
Yo, somebody said, who said that? Hold on, let me get this. Stray Godzilla said, I'll be honest, Mikey B voice. It didn't even start yet. They right. We just seeing the beginning.
Right.
They're about to go door to door. This is about to be a witch hunt. This is about to be like, come up out of there. We hear you're in there. Come on out of there.
You see the immigrants just snatched east side of town up. They knocking on his door right now. He on the east side talking crazy about them. They just knocked on his door. You don't see him in the chat no more. Look, they done ran east side of town off. They knocked on his door. Yeah, let me holler at you. What you said? Go back what?
SWM said the Texas Mexicans was cool.
Yeah,
the
man.
Yo, listen. This thing right here, I had one man out of the whole time I did. One of my men was MS-13. I had one dude that was cool. He used to mess with all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was MS-13. But that's Salvador. That's a whole different. That's not even Mexico, right? I'm bugging you. The Dawn is not backing down. Trump does not care about none of this. Listen, this is light potatoes. He's going to Iran. Trump is about to get busy. You heard? Trump is about to get busy in America. He about to get busy overseas. He know what he's doing. He locked that wall down at Mexico. He locked down the border first. First, he secured the border. You heard what that lady said yesterday? I played it. We played it, right? Smitty, we played that today or yesterday? I think we played that today. That lady said, we accomplished all this stuff. We locked the border down. Now we getting all these criminal immigrants out of here, you heard? We seen hundreds leave. It's about to be millions that's going to leave.
Yo, you crazy.
It is.
The way you said that.
It's about to be millions. We just seeing hundreds and they in an uproar, you heard? It's about to be millions going from America, bro. It's about to get nasty. Straight Godzilla's right, man. It's about to get. It ain't start yet. I agree with Straight Godzilla on that. It ain't start yet. It's hundreds. The courts just gave Trump permission to remove 500,000 Cubans only, bro. Only Cubans. They got permission to remove 500,000 Cubans. 500,000 Cubans. I didn't even know it was 500,000 Cubans in America. I'm just being honest. They're gonna remove 500,000 Cubans. Where's all them Cubans? That's all the Cubans that voted. They got where they all live at. Yeah, they live right here. He live here. Yo, they got pictures. Yo, look, they walking around. I don't know how they got their pictures. They got pictures.
Chill.
They walk. I'm telling. They at the courthouse, immigration buildings, courthouses. They got pictures. The ICE people. It's not. This is nasty, bro. It's nasty, bro. I'll be walking up to certain people, bro. You know, I'll be doing a little different job. You be doing my little job and stuff like that. I asked the Spanish brother his name, and it was him. You know what I'm saying? I was just dropping off a load in my van. I asked for him. His name was a Hispanic name, and he got in the intercom. He was like, "No, not here, not here." Oh, so you don't get this load that's in the trunk? Oh, you got a load? Oh yeah, let me get the load. I'm in the back. I swear.
It's crazy, bro.
I swear, Smitty. I swear on everything. I told my wife, I'm like, yo, this dude was acting like, nah, he don't live here. What? Then when I said, yo, I'm just trying to drop off a load, I got a load for this name, and he was like, oh yeah, that's me. Come around the back.
Nah, he don't
Yo,
live
look, the
here.
crazy shit is, look, he was Cuban. He was Cuban, and he looked just like my father, bro. I told my wife about it. When I seen him, he looked just like my dad. I'm like, oh man, my dad is out of here. They getting him too. They working hard out here in the streets. They's working hard out here, you know? Nah, it's nasty. Yo, listen. I seen a few Cubans. I didn't know the number of Cubans in America. I didn't insult every Cuban. Come on. You go, yo, east side of town, you going hard. I did not insult any Cubans, bro. The Cuban
He
guy
going hard tonight. East side is going hard tonight.
He said I insulted every Cuban just now. Like, what? What are you when? What did I say?
He must got his drink in him.
Look, so when they come up with American blacks, next. What you mean? You ready? You suited up? You better have your little backpack. You got you a to go? You got you a whole bag? You know you got your whole bag? You got a whole bag? Overnight? Travel light, you heard?
Travel light.
Trump is not playing.
Trying to tell you.
Trump is not, let me tell you something. Trump is not playing.
At all.
He does not care about nothing.
Or nobody.
He don't care about nothing, bro. So he don't got no sympathy. He tells his troops to shoot kids. They shoot our kids. Forget them kids. They're gonna grow up to be terrorists too. Kill them too. Trump is crazy, huh?
Nah, he on it. He's on bullshit time. In fact, excuse me, I
Trump
mean the
is
curse.
all the way crazy, bro. He that crazy uncle that's gonna just say whatever he want to say and nobody in the family don't care. That's just him, you heard? Trump getting wholesale for the Colombians. They tripping in the chat, yeah. I'm telling you. All of them. You know who got to worry though? Who really has to worry? And I think they got a lot of out of rate. Illegal Muslims. They coming for them too.
So listen, once they implement this law, right? Once they implement these laws, right, and they get all the what's the names out, what do you think is going to happen to the Haitians, the Jamaicans? What do you think is going to happen after that? The Guyanese and Panamanians and everybody else. What do you think going to happen?
Chinese, Russians. What
do you think going to happen? Your moms could be waking up right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I know your mom's Jamaican, Trinidad, come from 90 or long from Trini. She could be waking up in the morning like this, ice right at the door. Ice right at the door. Miss Cherry, come outside, Miss Cherry. Let me speak to you, Miss Cherry.
Want to talk to you.
I want to talk to you right now.
One shot with you, Miss Cherry.
ISIS is here.
Trump on real timing, on real ninja timing. Grown Man TV said. Southside Tony said, I've never seen white people so happy. Black people good, LOL. Yo, listen. I see black people that's happy. I don't understand why black people are so happy about this. Black people was happy. They talking about white people happy. I see black people happy. Like, yeah, get them all out. Hurry up.
Especially in LA, because they tearing them up in LA. Them nights they tearing them up.
They on our heels. Come get these
tearing
wild.
they tearing the brothers up in LA.
Come get these wild Mexicans. They on our body out here.
They on our body out here. That's why they ain't protesting in LA. They like, man, get them out of here.
Right.
We need our corners back.
Me natural 9/11. That's right. This is just the beginning of the surface being scratched. That's a fact. It's about to get they all. You got to remember when they hit New York. Let me hold on. I googled this. I googled the worst places. Matter of fact, I did GPT over there. Look at this. Hold on. Let me ask Chat GPT something real quick.
This is a good show right here, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. This is a good one. Hit that like button, man. We got 80 in the building, 40 likes.
What state has the most illegal immigrants?
Hey, how's it going? I'm looking.
What state has the most illegal immigrants? Searching the web. Chat GPT. Chat GPT. I seen it earlier. I did this earlier. It's gonna say California, then New York. Yo, he said Smitty is a perfect addition to the channel. You heard Smitty? Smitty. I think Smitty got to come back in. Yo? Smitty got to come back. Chat GPT is still searching the web. It's going to say California. It's going to say California. Trump is about to make America white again. You heard? Great again. Trump is about to make America white again. You heard? All of y'all black and browns, we're going to take a few million of you off this. A few million you black and browns is out of here. You heard? I don't know which one is speaking Spanish or who English or whatever, but it's too many of y'all in America, and at least 10 million gotta go. At least 10 million, you heard? Especially if you voted against me. ChatGPT, they still ain't come up with this. I think they trying to calculate all the people that they already took in the riots and all that. ChatGPT is doing too much. California. California currently has the largest population of undocumented illegal immigrants in the U.S., with approximately 2.6 million residing in the state as of early 2022. You done know, Tavon Miller.
Yo, Tavon Miller, you done know.
What's up?
Big up yourself.
Look. Oh, they tripping. They say, look, this is the numbers. They got New York at They tripping. It says top states with highest undocumented population, 2022. California, 2.6 million. They're going to get 2.6 million people out of there right now.
God damn.
That's why they're going up like that, bro. 2.6 million people is about to get. Yo, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Texas, 2 million.
Damn.
0.06. Florida, 590,000. New Jersey, 490,000.
Damn.
Illinois, 420,000. New York, 410,000.
Yeah, okay. New York got about like 100 million.
This is crazy, bro. They gave me mad stuff to read on here, bro. I'm not reading.
They gotta count the rats and fucking excuse me. Excuse me.
Go ahead, bro.
On 42nd Street. You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta count all that. They wilding.
They said it's over Tiny. Yo, Tiny Let Loose, what up, man?
Tiny Let Loose.
It says it's over 5K people. That's the west side. West side in the building. We got Cali.
You gotta have listen, your name, his name alone, Tiny Let Loose, gotta be a name from California. Hey yo, what's your name, fool? Tiny Let Loose. Big Tiny Let Loose.
Skid Row alone got 5K people. They're gonna be having that Skid Row. They're gonna be pulling blankets, boxes. They're gonna have their little clipboard, faces. Yeah, they tripping, man. Trump ain't playing, yo.
Right, Grown Man Business TV. Just with the Jamaican population alone.
Let me ask you something. What do you think? What do you think America is gonna be like when all these immigrants is going? When Trump does exactly what he wants to do, what is America gonna be like?
There's a bunch of lazy bums because ain't nobody doing none of that work.
Wait a minute. Hold up. So you saying blacks and everybody else don't want to work? Only the immigrants, the illegals want to work?
That's the only people that want to work.
Come on, bro. Everybody's getting bread. Everybody works in America, bro.
Nah, not everybody works in America. Everybody gets welfare in America, damn near. Everybody gets that welfare check, that good food.
Welfare is about to get cut. Trump is working on that now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so and that's what he's doing. He's pushing the immigrants out,
if you don't
taking the welfare away to force people to work.
It's over. If you ain't working, you might get a little bit of welfare, but if you ain't working, you ain't getting nothing. Yo, east side of town is crazy. He said, y'all act like we was doing bad without immigrants here in America. When America never had immigrants, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, east side is
where have you been at for the last 400 years?
Like, bro?
When America never had immigrants.
10. I ain't doing that right now.
Yo, y'all gotta send me some stuff, man. Y'all gotta send. You know, I'm drinking nice some. Yo, that was listen, that was crazy dumb. Yo, look, I'm drinking some nice spring water. Y'all gotta give me some of that stuff y'all got because we all gotta be on the same wavelength if we gonna have these conversations. You know what I'm saying? You can't be all the way up here in the sky and I'm right here with this water and we conversating together, you heard? It ain't gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, yo, what he talking about? Your son is dumb as hell. I'm gonna be sounding stupid because you all the way up here and I'm all the way down here. You know what I'm saying? So share. Hit the super chat or something so I can get right myself too. You know what I'm saying? I'm drinking water, you heard?
Right.
Hit the super chat, hit something. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. Support the channel some way so I can get like you. Because east side of town is definitely on something right now. He said,
he's on that. Yo, listen, he's on that east side juice.
I'm about to pin that. Hold on, where's that message?
He's on that east side juice, B.
We got a screenshot this, y'all. Y'all act like
special brew.
He said y'all act like we was doing bad without immigrants in America. When we ain't had no immigrants. Look, I know you failed social studies. I know for a fact. I know you failed social studies. I was good at social studies, you heard? You definitely east side of town, you definitely failed social studies, you heard? Yo, east side of town, he said he up there with all them poppies up there. Oh, let me
Yeah,
see.
yo, bro, I'm about to send the poppies his way, bro. You think I'm playing?
Nah, the
Trying to,
poppies
yeah.
already got him. He already went to the poppies and look, they hit him with the good batch, you heard?
they hit him with that badge. That
Yo, you right about
smoky.
that, just saying. You right about that, just saying. That's true. Everybody's not immigrants. My family, part of my family is not immigrants. That's true.
Right. But the majority of our people are immigrants, and we could relate to them people, bro. We could relate to them people and what they going through, bro. I'm quite sure it's a lot of people that know people from our community that has been deported. You understand? That was real good people, man. Good people.
Straight up, SWM. He was definitely he. Yo, salute Queens, get the money. You already know.
Yo, Queens
Appreciate you,
get the
Wax
money,
Dog.
man. Salute, Queens get the money, man.
Showing up the super chat. You already know. Queens, get the money. Appreciate you, man. Hey, yo, listen. He said, "Tell us manos in Spanish."
Yeah,
Manos?
well, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. What is
All right.
manos?
Yeah, I
What
never
is
even heard
manos?
nobody say no monos, and I never even heard that.
MONOS? I don't know what that is.
I never heard that in the streets, man.
I don't know what that is, yo. I don't know what manos is. I don't know what that is. I never
He
heard
said,
of that.
"My family are not immigrants." No doubt. I'm not saying everybody family is, bro, but I'm just saying that a lot of our families, a lot of black families out here, we got immigrants in our family, bro. You understand? And we know what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm not taking up for every Mexican. I'm not saying save every Mexican or every illegal immigrant, but the ones that is doing right, they deserve to be saved, man. They deserve to be looked out for. You understand what I'm saying? Like real talk.
Oh, Tiny Let Loose hit us, man. Mikey, people
Yo,
outside
Tiny
of
Let
LA.
Loose, West Side, West Side.
Appreciate you, Tiny, for the super chat. Tiny Let Loose says, Mikey, people outside of LA got to know it's a large population of Raza who we get along with. It's also a large part that we don't. Most voted for Trump when he told them what was coming. Facts. For Raza. All right. Neighborhood. I
Tiny
see
Let
you.
Loose from Neighborhood.
Neighborhood. I see you. Yo, appreciate you, Tiny. Yo, check it out. Yo, that's a fact. And that's what I was saying earlier, that they did this on themselves because they voted for Trump. Oh, I heard about the Raza. It's a song. I think this is for the Raza. I remember that song back in the 80s. Remember that song back in the day? This is for the Raza. Remember that? That's before your time.
Listen. First of all,
Oh,
just say it. Smitty said, just say it. Said Smitty, I'm sorry, but your illegals got to go. You can always visit them. He violated, right? And then East Side of Town said, hey, Jeezy, tell MC8 he ain't built like that. Yo, son. He said, told you I'm up top. I'm a top dog on the East Side. I send my American Mexicans at you. Yo, he wilding. He on one tonight. He, he
hey,
on
yo,
one
listen.
tonight.
Them American Mexicans,
It's vicious.
they better, the ones you know, they better be hiding, you heard? Looking for Mikey, they might meet Ice. They might see Ice on the way to see me, you heard?
Right, right. Tavon Miller said, Mikey and Smitty, why are only black and Hispanics immigrants being targeted? No Russian, Polish, German, Italian, or Asian being targeted because there's lots of them also besides island and Spanish.
I told you why earlier, because
Mm.
the Hispanic population is the biggest population in America, and Trump, these white people are not going for that. They're the minority right now. They just overtook the the increase of the Hispanic from all different, nations made the European be the minority for the first time in history in America. The white man is the minority in America right now. With this mass deportation, they're going to change that. Yeah, they're going to change that. That's why. That's why you see this, and that's why they lied to you and told you they were only going to take the criminals, illegals, and not everybody. They saying criminal illegal. Everybody. Let me tell you something. I'm not even going to say they lied at this point. You know why? They said we're taking all the criminals. If you came over here illegally, then you're a criminal. You broke the law. Even if you were a good working citizen or not, if you crossed that border illegally, then you broke the law. So really, all illegals is criminals. Is what I'm seeing now. Is what they're saying. You heard? I'm just being honest. They are saying that they gas y'all to say, yo, we're gonna take the most criminals with the most crimes first. That's what they said to y'all. We're gonna take the criminals. That was a code word that went over your head. That went over your head. Got him. You heard? Trump. Trump, they're high fiving. Got him.
Got him.
That's what they do. Everybody that crossed that border illegally, you had to break a crime to get here.
Facts.
You have to break a law to get here. You broke our laws to get here. So this is what's going on. Understand that they taking everybody from court. They taking everybody because guess what? You're going to court because what you did was illegal.
Mm.
So we thinking crimes like robbery, the R word to women and kids.
He said, "Now I understand what he's saying. I truly understand what he's saying. Just saying, you know what I mean. But I feel like everybody don't deserve it. Like I said, the people with that I stated earlier. I said it. The people that's not doing right, committing crimes with the R charge and murdering and you know what I'm saying, the M word and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, them dudes they do not deserve to be here. But the ones that's actually living a positive life and doing what they need to do, they should be able to stay. They should have a chance to fight. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they came over here doing the right thing as soon as they got over here, got a job, apartment, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just saying that you still want to fight for them.
I don't want to fight. I don't want to. I just feel like you know what I mean. They being targeted, man. You know what I'm saying? They being targeted, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro. And like I said, all of them is not right. I'm not saying all of them is right, but some of them should be able to.
They are shipping Africans. I have seen some Africans go too.
So they snatching up the Africans too.
Yeah, I seen the Africans go too. I seen one African from what I seen from court. He had a nice suit on, and they put him right in that bus. This way, yes, sir.
They did commit a crime by coming here illegally. Just saying.
Straight to this bus. The judge dudded him like, "Yo, listen, it's over. Case dismissed." ICE was like, "You come this way." Yo, it's nasty. It's nasty work out here in these streets, you heard?
Yo, Henny, you know how we do. You know how we do. This is how I stand. I'm standing on mine. I don't care what Mikey be in y'all and then chat saying. This is how
all right,
I feel.
They got a question for you, Smitty.
Huh?
They said, how are they targeted? They don't belong here. What do you got to say about that?
All right. I got
your family.
I say this. I say this because I have friends.
And
I have friends and family. I have friends and family that's in the same situation. That's illegal, just like them. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
I got family and friends that's illegal, just like them. That's running around, just like these Latino people that they running down on. So I feel some type of way because that could be my peoples they coming for next.
Right.
That could be my people they sending back to that country that they was trying to get away from. You understand what I'm saying? Come on, bro. What are you talking about?
East side of town is funny, you heard?
East side of town need to stop drinking.
He's out of town is wild.
He said, I'm with Smitty now.
He's wild.
That's my son. That's my son. That's what I'm talking about. That's what
He's wild. Hey, yo, this is I ain't
He
gonna
got a
lie.
drink in him. He got a drink in him. Yeah, he got that St. Nas brew in him.
Grown Man TV said all criminals are targets of the law. Hey, but look, my family, my grandmother, my father, they took the right ways of coming into America, being naturalized and becoming citizens. Just being honest. They ain't sneaking, they ain't come across no, you know what I'm saying? They ain't do none of that, you heard?
Yo, but look what Tiny Let Loose said. Some of the essays been here for 30 years. Hard pain, working, going to jobs every day, building America, putting blood, sweat, and tears. These are the shops that y'all got these Mexicans in. I'm talking about sweating, blood, sweat, and tears.
I guess your
All
work
over
is
the
done here.
world. Not
We
just in
got enough work out of
California.
you. We got 30 years worth of good labor out of you. Time for you to retire and go on back.
Come on, son, chill.
It's nasty.
Why you gotta say it like that, bro?
Yo, this is what it is. I hope they
crazy.
save some money up. I hope they wasn't living check to check. I hope they got a little savings or something. You know what I'm saying?
You know they don't.
It's nasty. It's nasty.
You know they don't. So what, they go back to their country and struggle and go back to the, come on, man. It's not right, man. He said, oh my God, they didn't build nothing. Please stop. I'm just saying they didn't build. All right, let me stop saying the building part, because I'm getting you upset. All right, I'm getting you upset. All right, you're right. They didn't build a lot. They didn't build. You know what I'm saying? But they worked hard out here. They came here and worked hard, bro. Give them they just dues, bro. Give them they props. Some of the people are hardworking people, and we can
Nah, they
say that.
hard working. I see a lot of
Come on.
immigrants. They hard working people. I give it to them. They stand out there. They be all over the country. You could see them at different spots, and you could come grab them up and get work. That's fact. That's fact.
Hardworking people.
They do work.
They
But then
don't care about none of that.
You got some that's getting busy out here doing wild things. The women, it's a lot of other. Some is wild though. And and you can say that about any group of people. I'm not just saying. I don't want to, pick out a particular group of immigrants and say they're the only ones doing that. But I'm talking about as illegal immigrants. Some of them is wild. And some of them coming over here. You see what they doing in New York. They wild New York up. You heard? They got with the homies, the homeboys, the Crips and the Bloods in New York, the Trinidadios. They got with the wrong crowd. They was not trying to work in New York. You heard? They was wilding. You heard, Smitty?
Just said, yo, look, yo, just said, yo, he's wilding over. He said, yo, Smitty, I can't believe you said they built America. You unbelievable. He said, yo, and then he said, yo, some of them are hard workers and don't give your kids no history lessons, please. He told me don't give my kids no history lessons.
Tavon Miller said, I bet every Chinese store has illegal working in it.
Come on.
Especially you go to the spas, you go to the massage joints and all that. Back there, they probably got groups. That's true. The bodegas too. That's true.
Yo, I love this chat today, yo. Y'all not holding no punches today, yo. For real, y'all wailing in the chat, yo. Oh man.
They're at every construction site. That's right, Timmy Hodges.
Come on,
They at
putting
every
in
Home
pain.
Depot in the morning. They at Home
Putting in
Depot
pain.
standing out there. They everywhere, everyone. Queens, they be deep. You be seeing them out there waiting. They know right where to come pick them up with the van. Yo, get in the back. So right in the back of the pickup. Go get some money, you heard? They be working though, bro. Yo, New Black World, what up? World Order. Salute. Yo, man, it's nasty out here. New Black World Order.
Salute.
Yo, New Black World Order. You protesting or what? What's going on, man? What the I see you got that red, black, and green, that Pan-African flag up there, man. What we doing, man? You riding with the you riding with the immigrants? You riding with the illegal immigrants?
You know he out there.
New Black World
He out
Order.
there holding down the immigrants. He better be.
Is you riding or not? You know what I'm saying? I need to know. The
Yeah,
FBA
better
is
be
in
out
here.
there, yo. Everybody in this chat, I better see out there tomorrow, B.
The FBA said they're not with it. The FBA.
I better see.
Oh, new
see
Black
all
World
of y'all
Order
out
said
there
nah.
tomorrow.
New Black World Order said nah. Why not? You on FBA timing? Like, what you doing? What's going on? New Black World Order. I really want to know what the people think. I want to know what the people feel. New Black World Order said miss me with that beat. What's going on? Yo, they really got people mad, bro. I don't know. Yo, that's bad, bro. That's bad. I ain't
Right.
gonna lie. I thought relationships was a lot better than that. You know, we got West Coast in our chat. You know, we got a little bit of everybody in our chat. You know what I'm saying? All different color races. You know, we welcome everybody here. Hood love. This is the hood. This is where you live, love, and learn. So we
That's right.
accept
That's right.
everybody.
Talk your talk, Mikey.
So we got mostly East Coast people here. I know East Coast relationships is better with black and brown than what we seeing in the West Coast. I know the East Coast is better than this, bro.
Right.
Oh, Henny said they got it on their own. Oh, Henny said they got it on their own. They getting busy out there.
They getting busy out there. They not playing. Yo, listen, they getting busy.
They definitely answering up. They on timing out there, you heard? And they said,
They
let me
not
tell you
playing.
something. They said this is not 1992. I seen somebody post up. They said this is not the 1992 riots, and they going right at 12. They not playing. You know, they got rocks, they wilding. I seen fireworks, they burning, they tripping out there. I can't front. They definitely going in. They definitely like, yo, listen, y'all made a mistake on this one. We getting busy, you heard? We not having it. We not having it, you heard? Same day, Paul, the FBAs don't flee. Up. They not having it, you heard? They just saying said black people in LA need to stand down. You making that as an OG call? You making that call just there? You making that call for the FBA? Like, yo, listen, all FBA just stand down. Now, them cartels ain't no joke.
It's going down, though, man. It's going down, and I think it's. I don't think it's gonna trickle down the way they want it to. I don't think so.
Yo, listen,
I don't think it's gonna trickle down the way they want it to.
from the numbers that I seen, it's like that was like 10 million people got to go. 10 million people? 10 million is a lot of people, bro. Grown Man TV said, how they getting busy throwing rocks, Mikey? Yo, listen, them Hispanics, they can throw good. They both play baseball, softball. Them big stones, them big bricks, that ain't no joke, bro. One of them joints hit you in a Maduga Nuga. You get
It's
in the
over.
Maduga Nuga with one of them bricks, it's over.
It's over. You done. Them and they throwing them shits from the bridge. You bugging.
Hey, wow, yeah. They breaking out. You ain't see what them bricks is doing to them police cars. They breaking windshields. They breaking up the car. They tripping out there, bro.
They not playing no games out there. Get hit with one of them bricks if you want. Go ride
Mo, you
past
right.
one of them highways.
Mo, you right, Mo. I agree with you, Mo. Most Hispanic people did vote. They did vote for this. I agree with that 100%. He said the protest was people. East side of town said the protest was people. Nobody got dogs sicked on them or the water hoses on them. Operation Brick Throwers. Southside Tony is crazy. Wow, in chat. I moved out of America 4 years ago. I lived in Colombia. Jerry Leonardo, what up? They don't show y'all
Nah, it's
downtown
go.
where they turning up over cars and strapped up, have to call National Guard. Oh, they not showing tiny let loose. They're not showing everything. I believe that. I believe that. They're
I
showing you what they
believe
want
that
to
too.
see.
I believe they're not showing everything too as well. Nah, facts.
Gino Quinn said, I almost got a body with a rock. Yo, the rocks is no joke, you heard?
Them rocks ain't no joke. Hit somebody with a rock and see if you going home tonight. Go grab a rock and hit somebody. See if you go home tonight.
Tavon Miller said a lot of immigrants will rather do a crazy crime and go to jail in America than to go back to their country and deal with no money and cartels.
Right, because they know they getting them 3 hots in the cot.
That's a fact. That's how they fight with the rocks, the rocks in the joint too. They be throwing rocks, rock fight.
That Yakisobe, everything to them.
Yo, Mr. Romeo said, damn right I voted for this. They have landscaping. Mimi Natural 911 says, man, they have landscaping companies. Yes, they be working. I'm glad to see many people voicing their opinions on this in light of recent events. Do you think we're on the brink of a civil war? Lean Banks said. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? I think it already started. We don't even know it. It's already some type of this is already a race war and a class war. This is what we see right now. If y'all didn't understand that y'all was in it already, it's already going on. Already started. So I don't think we're on the brink of it. I think it already started. People just don't really realize what's going on in front of them.
Jeremy Leonardo in the building. Shout out my boy Jeremy Leonardo, man.
Y'all ain't see the horses. What horses, Tavon Miller? I ain't see no horses. What are you talking about, the horses?
Yeah, what horses?
Y'all didn't see the horses stomping out that dude on the floor? I didn't see that. If they got the horses stomping people out, man, that's bad.
I definitely ain't see none of that. They not showing that. I ain't see that.
Tiny Let Loose said the Mexicans is going crazy. Trust me. They're not
He said they're going crazy in East Los.
Regular one time wasn't enough. Had to call in the big boys. He called the National Guards in, and then Trump called it a National Guard. Then he backed the National Guard up with the Marines. He said, "Get the Army." What? Nah, that's not a civil war. That's a Mexican war. They ain't tripping. Mike Muller is wild. Yeah, they wild in the chat. You heard? This can easily turn civil.
He said the homies just turned the car over and a police car over and set it on fire. They tripping, trust me.
I've seen that. They ain't tripping.
Did you see the Roller 60 Crips stand in the
something.
middle of the street telling them to fall back?
Let me tell you something. The Trump administration loves this right here. This is exactly what he wanted to see. What? This could not be better, bro.
Right.
Because this is going to be able to see, I told you, they was criminals. You see, just a little bit of just sending them back to their country, doing the right thing, you're illegal. And you're burning cars, you're throwing rocks at officers. I heard Trump just saying that earlier. You're throwing rocks at the police. They break. You see that guy? He had equipment to break the cement. They broke the whole cement down and threw the whole sidewalk at the police.
That's crazy.
That's what's going on. That's facts though. That's really going on though. Same day party, the FBA staying out the way. Latinos got to hold their own tacos. Wow, in the chat, bro.
That's crazy, bro. Reporter got hit with a bean bag, and another reporter fell, and 3 cops on a horse allowed horse to stomp on him and hit his batons. There's certain cops wilding out. This helps Trump out, proving they're violent. Yeah, that's a fact. Yo, what he talking about? My son up in the chat talking about 100 Mexicans versus me. Let's get it. They gonna crush you east side of town.
Say word, you lying.
100 Mexicans versus me. Let's
get out of here.
Yo, word of mother, I'm reporting you uptown, bro. Right on the east side. I'm gonna let the Mexican Latino brothers know.
Mexicans
You
are
trying to
washed
trip on
east
them,
side
bro.
of town up. 100
They
Mexicans
gonna finish you. Somebody over here from your side, like, yeah, I'm gonna finish him when he go to that corner store.
Yo, Southside Tony is wild, and they going into the chat, bro. The chat
Man,
is wild. And we going to see them illegals on National Geographic and flip flops and no deodorant.
that's
Y'all is
crazy,
no
son.
good.
Y'all wild,
Y'all
son.
is no good.
Y'all wild, son. See, I can't do that, son. See, I got too much love. I got too much love for them brothers and shit like that because
Facts, facts.
I know they've been oppressed. They being oppressed just like we've been oppressed in different ways. You feel what I'm saying? They've been used just like we've been used in many different ways. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you got some of them brothers that's and sisters that's doing illegal things. You know what I mean? Bringing the drugs in probably or committing, heinous crimes and everything. Yeah, we know that. You know what I'm saying? But who doesn't, man? You know what I'm saying? It can't be
Yo,
nobody
listen,
worse than our government. You know what I'm
there's
saying?
video. They said there's videos of cops on horses stomping on a reporter on the floor. What? It's wild. Yeah. They said, yo, R. Henny said the Mexicans took east side of town's jaw before. That's why he mad, you heard?
Yeah, that's what it is. They took some job and some tight. Why are many black brothers out there looting with us? We need y'all to teach us how to properly do it. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, he said, why aren't my black brothers out there looting with us? We need y'all to teach us how to properly do it. Yo, they wilding in the chat now, bro. Gold member just wilded out just now.
I see that, bro. They wild. We need y'all to teach us how to loot. Come on, man. Now you want to teach you how to be a criminal?
Yo, they
Listen,
wilding.
we going you know what you got to get ready for?
What's that?
That stick. I'm gonna teach you how to
how
duck
to
that
block,
taco.
how to block that 52. We gonna give you that
Duck that
52.
taco.
We gonna give you that 52 quick fast.
You
You heard?
gonna need all
Yeah.
you gonna need all the blocks. You're gonna need all the blocks, the snake. You're gonna need all the blocks in the book, you
Yo,
heard?
chill. Yo. Dead ass. That's what you gonna need, that
You talking about
52.
teaching them how to loot. Them white Marines is not playing. You think you looting in the National Guard and Marines is out there? It's gonna be taco
Clipping.
juice everywhere, bro. They ain't playing with nobody out there, bro.
Yo. He
Yo,
said,
you see
yo,
what Tiny Let Loose said? That's some this is real stuff right here. Look what Tiny Let Loose said.
I was just reading it.
This is good. This is real talk. But it's a hard lesson, homie. Just speaking for LA, Mexicans hated Kamala more than they valued their own well-being. Facts, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Damn, that's a powerful statement right there, bro.
For
For
voting
real,
for
what he
Trump.
just
So look, they went, look. And I'm not saying just because somebody voted for Trump and not Kamala, they're racist. I'm not going to say that. They might just thought Trump was the better candidate than Kamala. But look what happened. They coming to all these states where they voted for them. They coming to get them all. Thank you for your vote. Put on these cuffs. Was you taking me to the Trump protest, the next one? No, we taking you home. I am home. No, you're real home. You're not home. Look, just saying that they racist.
that was a great point right there, bro. You understand? That was a great point right there,
It
you know?
was, bro. That is true though. That is true though. They brought this upon themselves, bro. If the Spanish vote, if the Spanish vote with for Kamala, Trump loses. Let's be real, Mikey. You know they love Massa. No, listen. Just saying. You got some black people in America that love Massa just as much. Don't get it twisted. It is something called the House Ninja. You're for a reason.
Facts.
They've
Talking
been
talk.
loving. Some of them been loving Massa since slavery. It's the real slavery. You know, you still got slavery in America now in prison, but 400 years ago they was loving Massa too. Just being honest. They ain't the only one that was loving master.
Yeah, you heard? He said, tell that handyman next to you, Mikey B, that the Mexicans work harder. It's a myth. Yo, east side of town, yo, I love you, B. You be wildin', son.
Look, gold member facts. I'm racist and I voted for Trump and it backfired on me. You heard? Gold member said he's racist and he voted for Trump and it backfired on him. You heard? Yo, listen, I know for the people that is racist that did it for racist reasons, I know they're like,
Yo, like, what? I voted for you. I put a vote in for you. They probably had dudes lined up. Yo, Holmes, Trump.
imagine if they put all this energy into building up Mexico. That's true.
Yo, Trump. Yo, Trump, Holmes. Trump. Yo, Vato Trump. And, and that's what he doing. It's like I said, man. It is what it is, man. They over here illegal. Like, for the people that is doing right over here, I feel like they should have a chance to actually get, you know, get a chance to, actually get citizens in America. You know what I'm saying? Actually be citizens out here if they doing right. If you're not, bury them, send them away, man. You know what I mean? Send them back. Send them wherever you want to send them. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm not for all that. You know what I mean? I'm for the righteous people, the people that's out here doing the right thing, trying to make a better living for their family. You know what I'm saying? A better living for, for themselves. That's what I'm for. I'm not for the criminal that's out there coming from Brazil or Mexican trying to bring over 100 bricks. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with all that. You know what I mean? Bringing over the fentanyl over here. I'm not with all that. You know what I'm saying? Killing our people. I'm not with that. But the people that are coming over here to work hard and, change their life from what they was living back home, I'm with y'all. I support y'all 110%. I support y'all. I'm with y'all. Like I said, my fist is up to y'all. I think
I yeah, this was a good show, man. A little bit funny. I don't want to laugh at nobody's pain, though. I'm not about laughing at nobody's pain. But on the same token, we got to remember history. We got to remember. I love all my peoples. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Black, brown, whatever. I love all my peoples. You know what I'm saying? White. I love my peoples, bro. You know what I mean? And you got to remember, and peoples is what? It's not everybody that looks like me. It's people that think like me.
Mm.
Because you got people that look like you, and they'll bust your head, and send you back to slavery. You heard?
Right.
So I'm not. People is people that think like you. That's the people. That's your people.
Right.
Your people
I
that
agree.
think like you, that live the way you live. That is your people. You understand what I'm saying? But this is a lesson, bro. You got to do things the right way the first time. They say if you do things right the first time, then you don't got to do them again. They didn't come into this country. They didn't come into this country the right way, and now that's not affecting them. They snuck it. They use all these different methods of getting to America, undocumented and legal. Like you got illegal aliens, then you got undocumented. That's the ones they said it's all of how they even know it's that many undocumented people in America.
Mm.
Word, bro. I love all my peoples. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with that, bro. It's people that think like me. I seen people that think like me that's white.
Right.
I seen people on the front line and getting killed for black people during slavery.
Talk your talk.
You got to remember the whole Underground Railroad. I hope the Mexicans is building another Underground Railroad, but the whole Underground Railroad would have never existed without white people, without those Quakers, without those people that helped black people, without those other people. So I hope people come to the aid of these real people that are really working, really good people. You know what I'm saying?
Talk
And
your
that they
talk, bro.
and that they have a safe journey.
Talk your talk.
Wherever they might be going, wherever they might be headed. And like I said, I hope it's really an Underground Railroad, or I hope they gotta build it again. This is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, talk your talk, bro. Talk your talk. You know what I mean? And I feel the same way, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not laughing at nobody pain. We all been there. You understand what I'm saying? We all been there. We oppressed people. We know that. You know what I'm saying? We the oppressed people. So we all been there. We know the pain. You know what I'm saying? We've been on that other side throwing rocks. You know what I mean? We've been on that side a little more than others. You understand? But we know the pain. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And all our people wasn't bad. You know what I mean? And they slaughtered us. You know what I'm saying? They slaughtered us. You know what I mean? It could be another Che in that group right now. It could be another Fidel in that group right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Come on.
OGTV, yo, what up? This is a good one. Look what OGTV had to say. We fought for our freedom, Mikey. Why they ain't fighting in their country? Why they run here? Why they run here? We fought right here. We ain't run to Canada. I mean, some black people did go to Canada. The Underground Railroad actually ended in Canada. Just being honest, the Underground Railroad ended in Canada, from the South all the way through the states, and it ended in Canada. But I understand what you're saying, OGTV, with that. I understand why they not, but they are fighting. You know what I mean? I think if even if people is not giving their physical support, they should get moral support. But like I said, at the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie. This shit is about doing things the right way. If you do things the right way the first time, then you don't got to do them again.
Nah, salute. That's real talk. OG TV 45 salute. Just saying, couldn't wait for somebody to come up here and talk that talk. Look, he couldn't wait. Exactly, OG TV. You right. Yeah, Smitty, get him back. Yeah, he couldn't wait, OG TV, for you to come up here. Somebody to come up in here.
They saying why they ain't fight there in their country. I understand what they saying. Why they just came here. They came here for, like, my family came here. They came here for more opportunity. This is the land of opportunity. All immigrants want to come here.
Right.
They all want to come to America. It's the land of opportunity.
And they feel like they're gonna be heard. Ain't nobody listening to no news out in Brazil. You understand what I'm saying? Like we don't get that like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when if they come with they fight over here, letting the people know, like, yo, man, why y'all running in the first place? You feel what I'm saying? Why y'all running in the first? Because it's going down back here. We being oppressed back here. They killing us back here. They are-ing us back here. You understand what I'm saying? So of course they're gonna run to our country to be heard. You know what I'm saying? Because they could hear us, or they could hear in a worldwide. You understand? Whereas in their country, they ain't even got phones over there, damn near. Dudes can't even get it, just getting cell phones. You see that?
Yeah, that was a good show you did earlier too, OGTV. I caught that. That was a good show. I like that. I see you trying to unite the people, but one of the questions that you asked in that show, I asked that question here tonight as well, which is, I don't think the East Coast. I think the East Coast would have supported East Coast blacks. Excuse me, specifically. I think East Coast blacks would have showed more
Never.
support for for the Spanish people here with us. I think it would have been a lot more support.
Shit. What I'm going to LA for? I don't gang bang no more. I ain't no gang banger. Shit, I ain't in no brims. I ain't no stones. I ain't no rocks. I ain't no hats. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't going to LA for nothing. I live in New York.
They said,
I ain't
Smitty,
got no reason.
why you ain't go to LA?
Smitty, when you going to LA? When are you going? Never. Never. I ain't got no
East side of
business in
town.
LA.
East side of town said majority of them came from jail. All them people ain't come from jail. That's cap. East side of town. Yeah, that is cap. That's what they told them to build that wall. They sending all the criminals over here. Trump said that. That was cap.
Nah, Tiny let loose. He just being, me and just saying we going at it right now. He talking his talk. He like, yo, to help the immigrants. See, that's what he want me to go there for, to help the Western. I know it's cool. I know it's love out there as long as you come out there, you know what I'm saying, without no, no aggressiveness, and you ain't on no tripping shit. I know it's love out there, so I ain't worried about that.
Right, Liam Banks. That's how we keep it over here. You know what I'm saying? We keep it over here like that. You heard? You know what I mean? Ain't nothing. And don't get me wrong. You know what this is called? What we're doing? These jokes that we're telling right now. This is actually called gallows humor.
Right.
It's called gallows humor. You heard? You tell a joke and you about to die. You know what I'm saying? And you're joking. You heard? It's called gallows humor. You heard?
Nah, yo, he said the protest, Smitty. Yeah, when you send me your tickets, so let's go together. Just saying. So you
That's
can
true
so
though.
you can so you can give out your point of view and let the Mexicans know how you feel and see if you don't get a rock or two. See if you don't get a rock or two. You understand what I'm
Blacks
saying?
prove them all over for George Floyd while the Boricuas ain't at the airport. Oh, yo, I said that earlier though. They got. Don't get me wrong. All that gangster, all these revolution, all these dudes that's the leaders. Yeah, I told the homies they needed me to help out with this. So they telling all these stories on the internet are getting busy and rallying the troops. Now they need you. Now you need to do that.
Right.
All that you was doing in the yard, stabbing all the blacks and doing all that. The cowboys is waiting for you right now. They coming to your hood. They'll be there. They'll be there next. I want to
Yep.
see what you do when they come to your neighborhood. Because they
All
come
through the Bronx, all through Washington Heights, all through Flatbush, Queens, everything they coming. ICE is coming. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all remember how y'all talking about these Mexicans and these Latino folks, but guaranteed when they come for y'all Trinidadians, y'all Guyanese, y'all Panamanians, you understand what I'm saying? Y'all Dominicans, you understand what? When they come for y'all, yeah, when they start coming for yeah, come here. Let me holler at you. Yeah, come here. They
Not
talk
La
to
Pe.
you.
Not La Pe.
Yeah. The Albanians, everything. Y'all
I
gone.
don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah,
I
they
just want to
coming.
work.
They
I just
coming.
want to work.
Nah, you how long you been here?
2 months.
You're gone. Get out of here. You're gone.
Dude, they taking
Nah.
dudes for him being for 30 years. Tiny let loose said that's crazy, bro. Nah, it's bad, you heard?
Nah, that is bad, bro. 30 years you've been out here working, supporting your family. They knock on your door. Yo, listen, Jose.
Yo,
Yeah, Jose. Yeah.
um,
Come here. Put your hands behind your
Tiny,
back.
from how many people have they already deported? How many people have they actually grabbed up and deported already? Anybody know that number? Let me see what Siri talking about. Hey Siri, how many people have already been illegal immigrants have already been deported in LA?
Do you want me to?
Search the web. Since Donald Trump's inauguration in January 2012, deportation numbers. The Trump administration has stated that they have deported over. I'm gonna let y'all see this because I ain't gonna believe it. How many people you think they deported already since Trump came to office in January? Give me a number. Give me a number. How many people do y'all think they deported already?
I say at least 1 million.
139,000 people, they illegal immigrants as of April 2025.
Come on, bro. And they going on like that, like they done scooped up a mill or something.
Other estimates put the number of deportations around 140,000, 142,000, but it's around there. That's by April. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot of people, bro. 139,000 people got deported already. That's a lot of people, bro. That ain't no little bit of people, Smitty. You was thinking 1 million, Smitty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna be 1 million yet. They just started. The other, listen. The rest of them people better do two things.
What?
Get low or get busy. Yeah. Get busy or get low. What you
Get
doing?
busy or get low.
It ain't too many other options, you heard? You better be
Man.
stacking some rent right now. Whatever money you got now, you better not pay no more bills. None of that. You heard?
Wow.
Everybody's dead. The
Yo,
car
that's the
note, the
advice you
house.
giving them, bro, not to pay no bills no more.
I'm not paying a bill they sending me about it. I'm not paying no bills. Why would I pay a bill, bro, if I know I'm up off this? That's over. That's over. The car note and all that. The car ain't paying for the car, none of that. We getting low with the car. Stash the car in the bushes. You know they're gonna be looking for the car. You got a couple of months in the car. You know what I'm saying? You got a couple of months in the crib before they start repossessing everything. You know what I'm saying? Giving you no money.
That's wild right there, man.
Keep working and stacking. You got to stack it up now.
That's wild.
They said they moved to Lancaster. A couple of the homies moved to Lancaster with their girls. Or we gave them an opportunity to self-deport. Now you just throwing them anywhere in any country. That's crazy, bro.
Oh, that's what he doing?
Yeah, he throwing them anywhere. You ain't going back to your country, Smitty.
Wow.
What?
So he throwing them in any country that America is cool with, basically, you saying.
He throwing them wherever he want them to go. Wherever you know how it go. It's
You
like
want
downstate. When you first get your number,
wow.
what they do? They give you where a bed is open at. You heard? Clinton. Bus going to Clinton. Yo, I'm going to Clinton, son. I see you. You don't know where you're going until you get on the bus. You heard? Wherever that bus is going, that's where they headed.
Right,
Salvador,
right.
Cuba. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's crazy right there.
That is
That
wild, yo.
sounds crazy.
That
That's
is wild.
wild right there.
That's wild.
That's wild, bro.
Anywhere,
That's
anywhere, anywhere is crazy, bro. You heard? Anywhere is
anywhere
crazy.
is crazy, bro. You telling me he could send you all the way to nah, that's yo. He could get you lost.
Yeah, you gonna get. That's what I'm telling you. A lot of people gonna land and get killed. A lot of people gonna land and get snatched up. Do
That's
you know how
wild.
much money they've been costing taxpaying citizens? I believe it's a lot of money though, just saying. I know it's been a lot of money.
Damn.
It's about to be
He's,
a lot of work. It's about to be a
he's,
lot of work to be done in America, you heard?
he said robbery's about to go up this summer.
It's
Take
a
all
lot,
Miller.
it's about to be a lot of work in America, you heard?
A lot of work that nobody gonna do. Black folks ain't getting up doing no goddamn work, bro.
You
He's
bugging,
out
bro.
here scamming.
Everybody is working that want to work, bro. Everybody got a job. Everybody's working.
Everybody that wanna work is working. Everybody else, all right. Now you saying it's 400 million people they're about to take out of America, right? 400 million people that they're about to take out. Let's say they get all these people out, right? They taking out close to like, let's say 6 million people out of America right now, right? That was working probably. Out of that 6, 7 million that they taking out of America, let's say 5 million of them people was working. You feel what I'm saying? The other 2 million was just doing bullshit, bull crap. Excuse me. What do you think? Like, who's gonna replace them? Nobody, ain't nobody getting up out their bed doing no labor, no hard construction. Dudes trying to swipe.
Yo, east side of town said, how dare you treat people who snuck in the country like that?
Yeah. Yeah, they could go work in their country, bro. But when you ain't getting your mail, nah, I ain't gonna say your mail. When you ain't getting what can I say they do? What do they do?
Mr. Romeo said Medicaid and emergency health care costs for undocumented immigrants topped 1.62 billion under recent years, on top of roughly 9 billion for health insurance via Obamacare.
Mm.
It's about. Let me tell you something. This summer's about to be a nasty summer, bro. This is what Trump wants, all this on the lights, all this on the camera, so he can implement that martial law, and all of your rights go out the window. That's facts. Oh, Henny. Everything is funny till it ain't funny. It's true. All fellas that stood out of trouble for over 12 years, your felonies are gone, Trump said. Yeah, we about to slide to you. Appreciate you trying to let loose. Send a super chat, you and Wax Dog, man. So
Yo, this was a good one, yo. I love all of y'all in the chat today, yo. Y'all got on me today.
Love the people. Salute
yo,
to the
I
people.
love when y'all get at me, man. For real, man. Y'all don't hold no punches, man. That's how I gotta be, man. We gotta be up here and we gotta keep that rough skin. You feel what I'm saying? Because if somebody voiced something and you might not like it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. On to the next. It's not something you harbor, you hold on to, you hold grudges. You laugh about it, you don't laugh about it, you keep it pushing. We grown men over here. We in the hood, man. This is hood love. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we do over here. You know what I'm saying? This is hood love, man. You know what I mean? But salute to everybody, you know what I mean, in the building, man. We appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's Hood Love TV, a lot going on, man. Smitty Rock, Mikey B.
Word up. You already know Hood Love TV, a lot going on TV. It's a lot going on. I gotta bring Smitty up here. We gotta do this together because it's a lot going on in the hood. And where is the love? You know what I'm saying?
Is it?
It's a lot going on in the hood. And where is the love?
Where's the love? Because it's
Where
no
is the
more.
love?
Where's it at?
Y'all FBAs need to go show those Mexicans some love. FBAs is on, FBAs is on bullshit. Yo, I didn't know that. Yo, the FBAs, I thought they were some good Christian black people, you heard? Where's your Christian values? Love thy neighbor. FBAs is like, they racist. We ain't going for it. We ain't putting our black bodies on the line. It's not happening.
Salute though, man. I gotta get up out of here. Y'all already know Mr. Hood Love TV, Mikey B. Salute you, brother. You know how we do over here, man.
Salute,
There's
man.
a lot going on. Love the chat, man. Keep supporting. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when we live. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Just don't tell no lies, man, because we ain't doing it over here.
No, this was a good one, man. This is informative. This is a great one. We got a little bit of entertainment in there. It was a good one. This is a good show. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody that tapped in. Thank y'all for the super chats. Thank y'all for the likes, man. Thank y'all for support. Y'all could be doing anything else with your time. Y'all here. Y'all spend it with us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did it with us. It's good. We appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody that tapped in, man. You already know it's Hood Love TV. A lot going on TV. Mikey B and Smitty. Salute.